staying alive in the background, and this pilot took that literally. Note to self: don't stick around if your plane is on fire.
Mamma! Dana! Lesso! Señor!
A sudden mechanical failure sends the jet dropping fast. With almost no altitude left, the pilot ejects at the last second, right within the minimum safe ejection window. This pilot tried taking off on a grass field with way too little runway, and, well, the trees had other plans. Luckily, everyone walked away. A rogue tarp flies into the rotor. Apparently, it wanted to join the Air Force. Luckily, the pilot stays calm and manages to land safely. This plane came in way too fast during its approach in Nigeria, and the moment those wheels touched the runway, there was no chance for the aircraft to stabilize. The speed overwhelmed the landing gear's ability to keep the plane straight, sending it veering off the runway before it eventually crashed. During vertical landings, pilots have to control the jet's thrust with extreme precision. But here, the descent rate gets away from him. The jet sinks too quickly, hits the deck hard, and the damage is immediate and brutal. This kind of mistake can total a multi-million-dollar aircraft, and put a pilot's career in freefall too.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Take a look at this giant plane's wheel. Something tells me this landing's about to get messy. When this behemoth hits the runway, it deploys a parachute, because apparently brakes alone are for tiny planes. But can you name the plane? If you ever get hurt at 10,000 feet, this is how heroes in the sky come to the rescue. This is pure precision and power, full capacity static lineup. Hundreds of soldiers leap from the aircraft at once, turning the sky into a moving army. Every jump synchronized, every chute deployed. It's chaos controlled with military precision. Two fighter jets inverted, slicing through the Norwegian skies. Up here, gravity is just a suggestion. When nature calls, even the runway isn't safe. Probably not in the flight manual. This vintage fighter had other plans for the day, like testing the water near the beach. Luckily, the pilot's landing skills are sharper than the engine's reliability. Here's something you don't see every day: a space shuttle hitching a ride on the back of a massive jet. It's an incredible sight, a reminder of just how far engineering and imagination can take us. Just as this Osprey was about to call the deck home, Mother Nature had other plans. One gust of wind, and it's an unplanned swim for the aircraft. Icy runway challenge. Planes beware. Spoiler: the ice usually wins. This is how the Air Force tests fighter pilot ejection seats at speeds of over 600 miles per hour. The seats fire with incredible force, hurling the pilot away from danger in a split second. The pilot knew something was wrong the moment he took off. The plane's weight had been poorly balanced, pulling it hard to the right. Seconds later, it veered into the trees, destroying the rotors. But thankfully, the pilot made it out safely. This is what precision looks like at 300 miles per hour in the dark. Plane 1, Helicopter 0. This soldier got an up-close visit from a fighter jet. Way too close, thanks to a rogue gust of wind. Looks like the pilot's show-off move almost became a oops move. Ever seen a full squad of Navy SEALs dropping? Well, look no further. A fighter jet tail strike during landing is dangerous enough, but here it ignites the engine. Ejection seats give pilots a tiny window to survive such emergencies, and this pilot uses every millisecond of it. At 300,000 feet, you'd hope everything's tight and secure. But spotting loose screws out the window definitely isn't comforting. Definitely one way to get your adrenaline pumping. Why drive a boat when you can drop it from a plane? The C-130 makes sure these boats make a dramatic entrance. This helicopter just popped a wheelie before taking off, but can you guess the model? Drop your guesses in the comments below. In the dead of night, a Black Hawk appears on the horizon. Relaxation? Forget it. This is the sky's version of an alarm clock. This is the kind of violent turbulence storm chaser crews deal with when they fly straight into a Category 5 hurricane. The aircraft is getting tossed around like a toy, the cabin is shaking, and every bump reminds you this is definitely not a relaxing day at the office. Mid-air refueling demands perfect timing, steady control, and nerves of steel. With heavy winds, even minor mistakes can be catastrophic. Yet these pilots demonstrate flawless precision. This is what it looks like when stunt pilots push helicopters to the limit, all while trying to capture the perfect movie shot. During a military air show in Russia, helicopters were dazzling the crowd with flares, and one went off course, striking a nearby aircraft. What was meant to be a show of skill turned into a dangerous, close-call disaster.
На ротацию нормально сядет.
This student pilot was coming in for landing, but things went wrong the moment the wheels touched down. In a moment of panic, he accidentally increased the throttle instead of reducing it, causing the plane to veer off the runway and crash. Jungle landings require extreme precision. A slight error in approach and the dense foliage can turn any landing into a catastrophic crash. This Colombian crew narrowly avoided disaster. This is what it looks like when the Spanish police is trying to stop the cartel moving products on the water. This C-130 isn't just taking off, it's putting on a show in the desert. Dust flies, engines roar, and it looks like it's auditioning for an action movie. This stunt pilot attempted a barrel roll, but things didn't go as planned. He lost control for longer than expected, before finally regaining it. Getting up close and personal is one thing, almost getting flattened by a jet is another. Military helicopters don't just carry people, they can lift entire Humvees into the sky like it's a toy. Watching these birds haul armored beasts effortlessly is both amazing and a little ridiculous. No landing gear, icy runway, and a decommissioned jet. Chaos? Almost. Safe landing? Somehow, yes.
Yeah, I made it!
This Vietnamese helicopter was just coming into park until the rotors clipped a pole. Debris flew everywhere, hitting the safety car and narrowly missing the ground crew. A parking mishap that turned into total chaos. Bad weather? No problem. This fighter jet just decided to show off while going around, turning a routine redo into a jaw-dropping performance. This guy was showing off his newly acquired pilot's license to his close friends, and let's just say that he should probably go back to the academy.
I hit the bump! Ow! Oh, I knew it.
And this is what a fighter jet landing looks like in perfect weather. These aircraft come in at speeds exceeding 150 to 180 knots, over 170 miles per hour. Pilots have mere seconds to slow down using brakes, drag chutes, and precise control of the nose wheel. It takes thousands of hours of training to master this maneuver, combining split-second decision-making with expert handling. Watching it done flawlessly is both breathtaking and a testament to their skill. An American Airlines plane caught fire after a ground worker thought a lighter was a good idea. Newsflash, it wasn't. Here we see a CH-47 Chinook helicopter performing a sling load operation. Suspended beneath the aircraft is a heavy cargo, possibly sandbags, fuel, or essential equipment, being transported over water or rough terrain. This technique allows supplies to reach areas where landing is impossible. The plane's flaps catch fire right before takeoff. Maybe it's time to rethink the flight plan. This Apache helicopter pilot was trying to show off some skills, but up high in the air, he miscalculated the air density. The result? A not so graceful meeting with the ground. Luckily, no one was hurt.
Oh, God. Holy fuck.
Ever seen a chainsaw attached to a helicopter? Now you have. These airborne saws slice trees near power lines. Basically the ultimate mix of extreme gardening and don't look down adrenaline. When this military aircraft was hovering down to land, the sheer power of its engines sent debris flying and even knocked down trees. A few spectators got a minor bump or scratch, but that's just a small reminder of how seriously powerful the US Air Force really is. Zebra had a rough day thanks to poachers, but luckily some heroes showed up and even gave him a helicopter ride. Talk about first-class service. Need to transport a helicopter? Easy. Just use a bigger helicopter, because when in doubt, lift it with something even more ridiculous. Who let the dogs out? Oh wait, the ground crew did. Right onto the runway. Ever seen the Air Force in live fire training? Well, look no further. Here's how they practice, shooting targets in the water. Precision like this isn't optional. It's a requirement if you want to be top tier in the military. Check out this military aircraft making an extremely satisfying takeoff. Notice the swirling vortices streaming from its engines. These are caused by the high-speed exhaust interacting with the surrounding air. Turns out, loading bags is a full contact sport. The ground crew's giving it their all out there.
Gonna hit the airplane. Here it goes. That's how you do it.
Ever seen a fully loaded C-130 dropping Humvees from the sky? Yep, the military just turned airmail into a whole new extreme sport. Precision is key, because you definitely don't want your Humvee landing in the wrong driveway. Emirates matchball delivery, definitely not your standard kickoff, and absolutely unforgettable. Brace yourself. Two C-130s roaring low over the city, trailing each other like sky giants showing off. It's equal parts awe-inspiring and please don't hit anything down there. One of the most beautiful landings ever. A tiny Arctic runway, a village of tents. Hope the polar bears aren't in traffic. Check this out. Fighter jets coming in for synchronized landings. Precision, timing and skill all on full display, like an aerial ballet at supersonic speed. Ever wondered how electrical poles end up on mountaintops? Spoiler, they don't climb on their own. A giant helicopter hauls these 100-ton monsters to the top. The Chinese Air Force decided to put on a show with a full throttle takeoff, and it's absolutely breathtaking, but also crazy. 10 gallons of gas is used each second. A day in the life of a stuntman, hanging off a helicopter by a thread and thinking, yep, this seemed like a good idea. This extremely unique aircraft was built for one purpose: carrying rockets into space. But here's the real question: can you name this plane? Hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe for more. Feel free to click one of the videos on the screen as well.